Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Harry Brailsford with Microsoft 365 Nation, and it's our monthly. We're going around the horn. We're with Denis Wilson, and Dennis, it is in fact our monthly morning cup of coffee. So,
We're here.
yep, greetings, my friend. Boy, the months go. I feel like I just talked to you, but
You
the
did
months go
yesterday.
quick. I knew it. I knew it. Um, Hey, we have a topic we have not covered that's actually got the hot hand in our community,
Yeah.
security awareness training. So let's first of all kind of define it, and then I want to talk about what you're specifically doing. So what is security awareness training?
Well, the thing is to provide training to our clients, staff and employees, so that they can act as a competent first line of defense against cyber crime of all types, and especially with regards to ransomware. This is so often a phishing type of attack that the staff often has no understanding of, don't know what to do, aren't sure how to react when something like that shows up, and sometimes they're not even sure what it looks like. And
Yeah,
so, yeah, training them as to how to deal with this is really a big deal for our customers.
yeah, yeah, and again, before we get into the nuts and bolts, in my writings, in fact, my most recent book,
Yeah,
there it is. Um, the I have a section in the grinder portion of the book, right? Do the work, grinder. And I have always believed 10% of your annual revenue could be from training to existing clients. And so few of us do it. Set that goal of 10%, maybe 12%, somewhere, a reasonable number. And, Dennis, people want to use Microsoft Excel better, right? They
mhm,
want to use Outlook better.
yeah.
And I don't know why, I'll carry that forever. I don't know why more people don't do it because it's just sitting there as a nice revenue supplement. But okay, so let's get into some details. You say we are managing it, security awareness training and managing it. So I'm assuming you programmatically are managing this process with your clients. Fair enough?
Yeah, typically, the process includes a couple of pieces. One is a series of web-based webinars that are fairly short but quite good, um, and that cover things like GDPR and ransomware, and starts from 101 and works its way up to graduate level
Woo.
work. Uh, and it's designed so that you can set up a campaign, let's say once a month, once every 2 weeks, so that the staff have to interact with a specific training that's made available to them through the web, and uh, and they can do it within a window of, let's say, 2 weeks. And at the end of 2 weeks, a test is sent out, basically a pseudo a crypto something or other
Yep.
that shows up on their screen that is typical of the kinds of things they just read about. And it basically looks for them to react. And if they react correctly, they get an attaboy. If they react incorrectly, they get a let's try this again.
Okay.
And this works very well. However, it, I mean, it's only a couple of bucks cost to us, and we pass it on to the customer as such. If they have the capability of managing it themselves, great. But most of them don't. And so rather than hand it off to the CFO or somebody else as another to do, we go ahead and take it on as we'll set up the campaigns, we'll work with the CFO or the CEO to understand what their goals are, match it to the set of needs from their staff, and talk to their staff once a quarter on a person-to-person basis, but the rest of the time do it through email and this web-based training.
Yep. Curious, because I'm going to tell on us. In fact, you and I did talk this week. You were asking questions on the Microsoft Teams webinar, and we took an interesting turn with that about gamification. where people like to earn chili peppers if they answer questions in a forum, or they like to have a certificate to hang on the wall. When they pass this test, do you, and I'm just asking, do you have a printout option that they pass the quiz that they could put on their desk or show their boss?
No, the video doesn't have that as part of it. But what we've done is on the quarterly meeting when we show up, we pass out the awards to those individuals that did very well, and then we do a face-to-face training of this is the trends, this is what we're seeing, this is the problem. I mean, for instance, right now, preparatory to this meeting, I was looking at trends, and there's the big trends are in mobile cybersecurity, e-commerce, and in routers. That I was surprised, because these processors that Cisco uses are flawed, and they allow people through, and all of a sudden our boundaries aren't looking so tight. Anyway,
that's going to open.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah, that's a whole nother month of Sundays, as they say. But hey, quickly, so I've tracked this space, and I've been impressed with longtime player, a guy named Stu, who did Viper and some other things, got acquired, and now he has Know Before, and got in early in this category. So my question to you is, and remaining, shout out to Stu, are you using a vendor partner for this motion?
Yes. As part of Continuum's addition of the security products, they work very closely with WebRoot and use WebRoot's training. They use WebRoot's several other products that they have. In addition, though, I'm also using some general Windows type training that comes from, SureWeb. That's another one that's a couple of bucks and adds to your Office 365 revenue real quickly, and operates in the same way. It doesn't require a lot of interaction, and it provides a feature-rich environment of videos to work through, and basically it's self-administered.
Yeah, and again, guys, if you take anything from this video, whether you're a MSP, which is our primary audience at Microsoft 365 Nation, or if you're an IT pro that just stumbled upon us, this topic is germane to both, because an IT pro in a larger organization should certainly add this arrow to their quiver as they trot around the org. So, well, Dennis, it's the solstice day, so it's only downhill from here. So we'll see you on the other side, my friend. Have a great 4th of July, and we'll catch you next month as we go around the horn. Thank you, Dennis.
Thank you very much.
All right.